Water damage mitigation. When it comes to water damage mitigation, you can take several steps to ensure your home is safe. You can begin by preparing your home for the mitigation equipment. It is important to understand the process so that you can feel comfortable walking through the house. During the mitigation process, a technician will inspect your home and take readings of its moisture levels. Then, the company will file a claim with your insurance company. Once the water is extracted, it must be thoroughly dry. Next, materials need to be treated for mold and mildew. Some scenarios call for antimicrobial treatment, but this is done on a case-by-case basis. The professionals at a water damage mitigation company can help you with moving furniture and securing your belongings while the restoration process is in progress. After the removal of water, you can expect them to provide you with mold prevention treatments and odor removal. Restoration process. Once the water has been removed, the restoration process can begin. Once you have removed the water, your property must be disinfected. This will help prevent further damage. After this, the technicians will clean and dry surfaces and remove damaged materials. They will inspect the materials and assess whether they can be repaired or replaced. They will also test the interior humidity levels to make sure they have returned to normal. After the mitigation process is complete, you can expect your home to be in the same condition it was before the disaster struck. Once the water mitigation process is complete, you must decide whether to pay cash for the restoration services or file a claim. While many people believe it is better to file for insurance instead, it is important to consider this decision carefully. The fact of the matter is that there's no way to know the total extent of damage at the beginning of the water damage mitigation process. But it is not always that easy to determine how much a homeowner has to pay upfront. Water mitigation company. If you decide to hire a water mitigation company to help with the restoration, be sure to check the company's credentials. Not all companies are the same. Some will do a better job than others. A good restoration company should also be licensed and bonded. It is important to hire a professional who will be able to provide the highest quality of work. You should be able to trust the people you choose for the restoration. The immediate response time is crucial to the mitigation process. Flooding brings with it several hazards to your home. If you're not careful, you might be exposing yourself to household chemicals and wastewater that can be hazardous. It can also affect the structure of your home. Therefore, it is important to call a professional water damage company to help with the restoration process. A certified company will start the water extraction process and clean your property. Once water mitigation has been completed, a water mitigation service will come to the property and begin the drying process. A mitigation company will remove all damaged items and use specialized equipment and techniques to minimize any further damage. If you're not comfortable with this process, you can still do the cleanup process yourself. While it's best to leave this task to an expert, you should try to start the restoration process beforehand. Once the work is completed, the water mitigation team will work to clean and sanitize the property. Flood damage. A water mitigation company will assess the scope of the flood damage and identify what can be salvaged. If this is not possible, water mitigation companies will perform remediation and may not even be able to salvage some of the materials. If you can salvage a few of the items, you can avoid having to hire a water mitigation company, but you will need to pay for this service if you want to save as much of your home as possible. Once mitigation has been completed, the next step is drying your home. The water mitigation company will ensure that the property is completely dry and that no mold or bacteria grow in the space. A water mitigator will also make sure that your home is free of debris and water, ensuring your safety. If you are unsure of the amount of water in your home, it is important to hire a professional who can provide these services.